Hello everyone, this is Abhiram from Group G36. Our project is Visual Aid for Visually Challenged. Now let me give you a brief overview about the project. So our Flutter application allows the users to select an image from their gallery or take an entirely new image through their camera and send that image to a remote API which generates a description about it to the users. And also, the users of our app can also engage in a chat conversation with the model we have integrated into the app to get to understand what's happening in their surroundings meaning the image, and the conversation that happened will be stored in a database and again will be retrieved to show it in the chat history section. Now, let's look at the key features. Coming to key features, you can see image selection, image description generation, chat interface, chat history, text to speech. These are the primary key features of our app. Now let me give you a brief about each of them. Image selection. Coming to this, the as the name suggests, users can select an image from the device's gallery or capture an entirely new image through their camera. This image is sent to a model. Image description generation. The model that receives the image will generate the description about it and will be showed to the user. So chat interface. This is the place where the first and the second points happen. In chat interface, the image that is selected will be shown. Also, the description will also be shown. And in chat interface, the user can also hold conversations about the image with the model. Now coming to chat history. Chat history stores the conversations in a Hive database and allows users to view their previous conversations even after closing and reopening the app. Text to speech. Text to speech is a very helpful feature for our users who who can't read properly, and it will be a hassle-free communication with our app. So we have implemented text to speech. Now coming to main components: image picker screen, chat screen, message model, chat history. Now let me give you a brief about each one of them. Image picker screen. This is the first screen which pops up when you open our app. So in this screen, the user can either select an image from his or her gallery or click a entirely new image. So this image will be sent to an external API. Now in chat screen, the image will be shown that the user has selected, also the description that is generated through the API. And even in the chat screen, you can hold conversations. Chat history screen. This screen displays the chat history, showing the user sent messages, received image descriptions, timestamps, etc., etc., etc. Message model. This is a data model that represents a single chat message, like its content, timestamp, senders information, message type, etc., etc. Chat history. This component manages all the list of chat messages, providing methods to add and retrieve messages, etc., from the Hive database. Now let's look at the workflow of our app. Coming to the workflow, initially when the user opens the app, image picker screen is shown where he or she can select an image from the gallery or click a new image from the camera. Then this is then the user is navigated to the chat screen which holds the API, and the image is sent to the API. The description generated through the Hugging Face API is also shown in this screen itself. The user can also, as I've been telling multiple times, the user can also hold the conversations about the image. The users can send text messages or additional images for better understanding, and this everything is stored in the Hive database. User can also navigate to the chat history screen to view their chat history, including all the messages, images, etc., etc. Now, let's go to the tech stack. We have used Dart as a main programming language, as Flutter happens through Dart, and Flutter because it's a cross-platform development library, and its framework is very lightweight, highly efficient, visually attractive, and you can write once and deploy it in many platforms like iOS, web, Linux, Android, primarily Android. Yeah, so we have used Flutter and it will be helpful for us when we to code basically. Now coming to Hive, this is a lightweight embedded NoSQL database used for storing our chat messages, conversations, everything, and uh, and we retrieve the messages through Hive itself. Hugging Face, it's an external API for generating image descriptions based on the images that is provided by the user. Coming to data structures, we haven't uh, this isn't a data structure intensive app, so we have primarily used only vectors and lists for storing multiple images. Like for example, in a conversation a user sends multiple images to get the description, so we have used lists and what can I say, lists and vectors there. That's it. It isn't a data structure intensive app, so we have restricted ourselves to lists. Now let's look at the features that needs to be added to make our app a fully functional app. We have to implement a secure authentication system for the users and caregivers, so that the random person doesn't get the access to view the personal chat to view the personal chat of the users. And we are also trying to implement voice commands and speech recognition that allows users to directly input commands to their voice rather than texts. Uh, Now, after these things are complete, we also want to implement a hazard detection program, which means the app notifies the users if a hazardous object lies in their surroundings. The hazardous things can be specific: forks, knives, fire, for example, or wet for etc. etc. And then this is basically we are dealing with images. To upscale our app, we are trying to implement video based description generation also, in which the user can film a video or select a video from their gallery and send it to our model, which will perform the same operations as images and give him the same outputs, which will help him in navigating through his area. So that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully this clarified some doubts that has been in your head. So thank you. Have a good day.